Mhm. So we were dealing with crystalline and amorphous solid. Now we are going only to crystalline solids. Then we will be again going to the minute details of crystalline solids. We are leaving now the amorphous solids. Okay, come to the crystalline solids. What are crystalline solids? Where the particles are having a very good arrangement, long range order, regular and periodically repeating pattern is seen for longer distances. Ayush Kaushal, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Yes, so crystalline solids are again classified into molecular solids, ionic solids, where the constant particles are ions, positive and negative ions. For example, NaCl, Na plus and Cl minus ions, ionic solids. In molecular solids, the constant particles are molecules. Number 3, metallic solid. Metallic solid, for example, iron, copper, silver, gold. These are metallic solids. In metallic solids, the constant particles are atoms. But we know metallic atoms means the last electron is not under the control of the nucleus. So electrons are out. Electrons are free to move in the crystal lattice, in the solid. So either you can write atoms are the constant particles, or you can write positive ions and electrons are the constant particles. Number 4, covalent solids. Covalent solids like diamonds, graphite. There is covalent bonds between the atoms. Here again the constant particles are atoms only. But there is strong covalent bonds. You know that diamond consists of carbon atoms. There are strong covalent bonds between carbon and carbon. Not easy to break. Diamond's melting point 4550 degrees Celsius. So covalent solids are so strong that their melting point is very high. So molecular solid, ionic solids, metallic solids, covalent solids. Molecular solids means the constant particles are molecules. For example, hydrogen solid. Hydrogen. Whenever I say hydrogen, what state of nature? What is the nature of that solid? Which state you think about? When I say hydrogen, the first and foremost thing that comes to our mind, which state? Gaseous state. At normal room temperature, that is in the gaseous state. But you have to imagine now in this chapter that gas in the solid format. Molecules are coming closer so that these molecules are now in the solid format. You have to imagine in this chapter hydrogen solid, iodine solid, chlorine solid. Chlorine, for us, chlorine is a gas. What we say chlorine is a gas means that is at the room temperature, at ordinary room temperature. Now in this chapter, you have to imagine a chlorine solid also, hydrogen solid also, water solid, of course. Nowadays everybody knows water solid. पुराने जमाने में means in my dadi's time there was no refrigerator. So for them ice means only in Himalayas or at places somewhat like that. Now in each and every house in your refrigerator you have that access to this ice. So सबका दे दिया. Thank you. So in this chapter, you have to imagine hydrogen solid, chlorine solid, water solid, that means ice, everybody knows. Okay. Molecular solids are again classified into three categories. Non-polar molecular solid, non-polar molecular solid, just like our hydrogen solid, H2 molecule, non-polar, another H2 molecule, non-polar. So these molecules, of course, by pressing only, we made them to be in the solid state. But if you release that pressure, ये उड़ के जाएंगे H2 molecules उड़ के जाएंगे. So hydrogen solid being that hydrogen H2 being non-polar, there is only van der Waals force of attraction between the molecules. Press करके रखा है under high pressure. These molecules are made into the solid state. But when I release this pressure, these hydrogen molecules will go. So only van der Waals force of attraction is present between the molecules in the case of a hydrogen solid or chlorine solid. Now polar molecular solid. Polar molecular solids, for example, HCl. Last year we learned electronegativity and we said HCl. What is the case of HCl? HCl, chlorine being more electronegative, will be pulling the shared pair of electron towards it, making a delta negative charge on that. At the same time, the other part will develop a delta positive charge. You consider so. सुजल जल्दी आना. Sujal, jaldi आना. Otherwise, when I start teaching, then I may not be looking at the number of the participants. फिर मुझे फोन नहीं करना, मुझे एंटर नहीं किया, एडमिट नहीं किया. first 2 minutes for the admission. After that, I may not see this thing. Once the teacher starts teaching, then for us, we are human beings, so we may not be able to see all the time participants. Okay, so you consider so many HCl molecules. ये खोल के क्या दिखाना है? You are perfectly all right. All right. So these HCl molecules, they are close to each other. How? So many HCl molecules. I am writing one HCl here. HCl, negative, positive. HCl, negative, positive. HCl, negative, positive. So this single molecule, we call it as a dipole. Two poles are there, positive pole and negative pole. Single molecule, we call it as a dipole. This is dipole, this is dipole. What happens? This negative attracts that positive. This negative attracts the positive. This interaction is called dipole-dipole interaction. So what is the force of attraction that keep these molecules of polar molecular solid? Dipole-dipole interaction. Next, Hb solid, hydrogen bonded solid. Now this delta negative and delta positive is not, its magnitude is not very high. Suppose its magnitude is very high, then this negative will be strongly attracting this positive. So at that condition, we say hydrogen bonds are getting, hydrogen bonds are more stronger than this dipole-dipole interaction. So for example, we say HF. This delta negative quantity is much more higher than this delta negative quantity. In that case, we show a hydrogen bond which is represented by a dotted line, H bond F, delta minus, delta plus. So many HF molecules are tightly packed to make this hydrogen bonded solid. The force of attraction between the molecule, we say hydrogen bonds. H2O, ice, last year we learned the hydrogen bonds between H2O molecules, and H2O, in H2O solid, the hydrogen bonds are multi-dimensional. A tetrahedral structure from all the sides. The central oxygen atom is surrounded by 4 oxygen atoms in a tetrahedral way. So ice is very strong. Okay, so molecular solids are classified into 3 categories: polar, non-polar molecular solid, polar, you sit straight, you're not fitting into that, polar molecular solid, and hydrogen bonded solid. Constant particles are molecules. Ionic solids, constant particles are ions. How this ionic solid exists? Ionic solid, the typical example for ionic solid is NaCl solid. This is a single cell, or we call it as the smallest 3D unit. We call it as unit cell of sodium chloride. Here, this each point, that is this is Cl minus, This is Na plus. Na plus is smaller. Then Cl minus. You are doing some business sitting over there. You are doing some business over there. You sit here. Puneet, no? Are you playing or what? You are playing something? Cl minus, then next is Na plus smaller one, then here Cl minus bigger one, then Na plus smaller one, Cl minus bigger one, Na plus smaller, Cl minus. Each point is called a lattice point. Lattice point contains one particle, maybe ion, maybe molecule, maybe atom, maybe positive ion or negative ion, like that. So this is the unit cell of, this is the smallest 3D unit of sodium chloride. This unit cell can be repeated in different directions to make the entire crystal. This entire crystal is called crystal lattice. The smallest unit cell, this is called, the smallest 3D part is called unit cell. So in this unit cell, Na plus ions are there, Cl minus ions are there. So here, then Na plus, and the next one Cl minus, then Na plus, here Cl minus, here Na plus, and here Cl minus, Na plus, Cl minus, Na plus, Cl minus, Cl minus, Na plus, पीछे Cl minus, then here Cl minus, here Cl minus, Na plus, Na plus, Na plus, Cl minus. This is the situation of the unit cell of NaCl. This corner Cl minus, corner, 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 corner. In addition to this corner Cl minus, one Cl minus there at the center of each face, face center, top face center, side face center, front face center, side face center, back face center, bottom face center. How many faces are there for a cube? 6 faces are there. Suppose this is the cube. How many faces? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You see, all the four corners are occupied by Cl minus. Center is also occupied by Cl minus. But in this structure, I am not able to show that these two are touching, but they are touching each other. This is the unit cell of NaCl, Cl minus, which is touching to this Na plus. A line shows touching. Then Na plus is touching to Cl minus. You can imagine a cube, as in the case of yesterday. You can imagine a cube inside this by joining the centers of these spheres. Now look, center, from its center to its center, from its center to its center, from its center to its center, its center to its center. Similarly, here also you can get a cube, right? Center of that each face, you can see one chlorine. This is Na plus. Between two Cl minus, here one Na plus is there, but there is a direct contact. Cl minus, Cl minus, Cl minus. Of course, there is repulsion, but इसके अंदर भी है Na plus. This Na plus and Cl minus all together, the ultimately attractive force will be existing. Okay, so here center of each face you see a Cl minus, see front face center, one Cl minus, Center of each face, this is 1 Cl minus, right? Now, top face, top surface, I'm turning it like this. Either be a red ball, I kept, but gone. So here, this I'm preserving at one face. In every face, the situation is like this only. What you are seeing like this, every face, the situation is like this only. Yes. So this front face, there is one face center ball sphere Cl minus. Okay. Supriya feeling sleepy? Pani chahiye? Okay. Corner ball, corner ball, corner ball, corner ball. Face sender, face sender, face sender, face sender, face sender, face sender, right? At the center of face, at each and every face sender, there is one Cl. And one Na plus is in the right at the interior position also, that you cannot see. There is one Na plus right at the center. This is an edge. From here to here, this is an edge. From here to here means its center to its center. Not from here. Center, interior center. Not from here. From interior center. Okay. So from its interior center to its interior center, when you draw a line, that is an edge center, or it is also called cell dimension. Cell dimension or edge center, you can mark it as A, small letter A. From here to here, this much length is A. Since it is cube, this is also A. From here, from its center to its center, A. This is again A. You can normally we take it as A, B, and height is C. Here A is equal to B is equal to C. This is A. This is B. This is C, height. This is A, पीछे वाला. ये पीछे वाला A, पीछे वाला A, ये B, this is C, height is C, length, breadth and height. But in a cube, A is equal to B is equal to C. And the angle opposite to A, this is A, पीछे वाला, ये पीछे वाला, ये पीछे वाला, A, opposite to A, that means between B and C, that is called alpha. ये पीछे वाला A, ये पीछे वाला A, this is B, आगे के तरफ B and ऊपर के तरफ C. In this chalk box, A is not equal to B is not equal to C. But in the case of a cube, A is equal to B is equal to C. What about the angles? Opposite to A means between B and C, this angle is called alpha. Okay, the angle between B and C. This is A, this is B, this is C. Between B and C, angle is called alpha. That is opposite to A. This is A, वो edge पे मिलेगा between B and C, alpha. Angle opposite to B, that is between A and C, is called beta. Right? B, beta. B ka opposite beta. That means the angle between A and C. Right? A height is C. Height is C. That means opposite to this height, that is here, this angle, that is angle between A and B is called gamma. In the case of a cube, alpha is equal to beta is equal to gamma is equal to 90 degree. In the case of a cube, alpha is equal to, what is alpha? Between B and C. That is opposite to A alpha, B beta, C के लिए gamma. Right? Between the edges, B and C is alpha. Between the edges, A and C is beta. Between the edges, A and B is this. This is gamma. In the case of a cube, this is not exactly a cube, but here this is a cube. So edge length, how you take edge length? This is A from its center to its center, A, which is equal to from its center to its center, that is B. Height, that is C. In the case of a perfect cube, cube is perfect only. A is equal to B is equal to C. Alpha is equal to beta is equal to gamma is equal to 90. We say these are the 6 parameters, 6 variables of this unit cell. What are the 6 parameters? A, B, C, alpha, beta, gamma. These are the 6 parameters. Right. Another unit cell is like a matchbox. Okay. First one is cube. Next is tetragonal. Tetragonal. This shape. जैसे हमारा आटा पीपा का, वो पीपा का शेप. तेल का पीपा, you know, fortune तेल का, this. There A is equal to B, which is not equal to C. See, A is equal to B, which is not equal to C. But alpha is equal to beta is equal to gamma is equal to 90. We call this shape or unit cell as tetragonal. What is this one? Cube. Cube. Tetragonal. भगवान और बनाया है matchbox type. Matchbox. This is a matchbox type. Matchbox है क्या? Yes. बड़ा वाला matchbox. और एक छोटा सा matchbox. Better I'll draw. This is a matchbox, right? This is A, this is B, this is C. A is not equal to B is not equal to C, but alpha is equal to beta is equal to gamma is equal to 90. We call it as orthorhombic. This is cube, this is tetragonal, this is matchbox, orthorhombic. Like that, many unit cells. Nature has made many unit cells. We were on ionic solid. In ionic solid, which is a typical example I told you. Typical example, NaCl. What are the constant particles?
NaCl.
What are the constant particles? Positive ions and negative ions. Cations and anions. Na plus and Cl minus. Now, use Na plus Cl minus, Na plus Cl minus. Next to one, this Cl minus, there is one Na plus. This force of attraction between the particle is electrostatic force of attraction. In solid state, they are tightly packed. Can they move? No. Can they move? No. But if I heat this and melt this, then the particles can move. Then Na plus and Cl minus can move. So they can move means they can carry electricity, they can carry current. So in the solid state, this is not a conductor of electricity. This is very hard because due to the strong force of electrostatic force of attraction, strong force of attraction, the solid is very hard. Particles are tightly packed in solid state. In solid state, it will not conduct electricity because ions cannot move. But if I melt this, in the molten state, these particles are free to move. So in molten state, it can conduct electricity. And in the dissolved condition also, if I put this NaCl in water, Na plus and Cl minus will get detached. Now they are free to move. Now they are free to move. So in solid state, it will not conduct electricity. But in molten state, it can conduct electricity. Okay, the third one is metallic solid. Metallic solid, the constant particles are atoms, or you can write positively charged cations and electrons. And what is meant by a metal? Metal means metal ka shabdarth hai losing electrons. What is a metal? Losing electron. One piece of iron metal, one piece of iron solid. So many iron atoms are there. Or one piece of potassium solid. So many potassium atoms are there. Or a piece of sodium solid. Sodium, soft metal. It is always kept in the kerosene. You can cut it with a knife. It is very soft. Metal means the atom ka last electron is out. It is not under the control of the nucleus. So in a metallic solid, this electron gone means the rest is positive charge. Electron is out. Like that, so many positively charged cation and this electron. So many electrons and so many positively charged. So what is happening? This positively charged species is present in a sea of electrons. Now these electrons are there. When you apply a current, electricity, electrons can move. Electrons can move very fast. In this copper wire, so many electrons are there. In iron wire, so many electrons are there. If a potential difference is applied, if an electricity is applied, then these electrons can move. So electrons, movement should be there for carrying current. So electrons can carry current. So it's a good conductor of electricity as well as heat. It can conduct heat also. Next is covalent solid. Tomorrow we'll take covalent solid. Thank you.